What's going on, everybody? You are watching the Jets Report by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Patrick Siepman, and coming up on today's show, we're going to be discussing some potential Braelon Allen replacements as actually the Jets have already signed a running back to the practice squad, but we'll actually talk about some more guys they could potentially bring in. And then with this game, Week 5, MetLife Stadium, Cowboys taking on the Jets. I got 4 reasons why the Jets could beat the Cowboys this upcoming weekend. They just need to do these 4 things. But while we're talking about Braelon Allen replacements here, Rich Samedi tweeting this out saying he will be placed on IR today. Surgery is possible, still being evaluated. Too early to say if it's season ending, though this appears to be more than just a 4-week return. So obviously we thought there was a chance he was going to go on short-term IR, but now he is going on short-term IR, and now there's a possibility he is going to be missing the entire season. If I had to call it, probably won't see Braelon Allen for 6 to 8 weeks. These MCL sprains are very tricky, and plus with just how extreme the hit was on his knee, I can't see him bouncing back anytime soon. So we'll talk about some replacements here. But speaking about the Cowboys and the Jets game, if you guys want the Jets to get their first win of the season, go down there, hit that thumbs up icon for us. If you guys want Aaron Glenn to finally get his first win in his New York Jets career as the head coach, go down there, hit that thumbs up icon. Now, I think first off, the number one Braelon Allen replacement is just going to be Breece Hall getting more touches. I don't think the Jets are going to do anything too extreme. Obviously, they might sign a couple of guys to practice squad. They already did for one player, and we'll talk about that here in a second. But I think the number one Braelon Allen replacement is just going to be Breece Hall getting more touches. He's probably going to be out there for 75% of snaps. Isaiah Davis will mix in there, but no doubt it will be Breece Hall just getting more touches to replace Braelon Allen. But this was a guy that actually already brought in Khalil Herbert. We were about to film this video right before the news actually broke, and I had Khalil Herbert number 3 or 4 on my replacements list, but he was just signed to the Jets practice squad, and he's got some history with Justin Fields. He was actually back in Chicago with him back in the 2022 season, where he actually ran for over 700 yards. So he has a connection with the quarterback, so maybe they'll have good chemistry with those read option plays, but Herbert's got some juice. This guy runs incredibly hard. He's always been a guy that falls forward. He also seems like one of those running backs that just gets the most out of every single carry. He's not going to try to do too much, like try to make a home run out of every play, but he would just do what he is asked. So I actually like this pickup, and that's why I had him, one of my top replacements. So shout out to the Jets front office for picking up Khalil Herbert. But another way they could replace Braelon Allen is just also getting Isaiah Davis more touches here. Isaiah Davis, probably the most productive running back on the Jets roster from the 2024 season, and I just like the way he moves. He's also an incredibly intelligent player. I always remember that play from the preseason where he was running a wheel route on the right side. It was on the Justin Fields scamper where he took it to the house against the Packers, and Isaiah Davis throws his hands up, pretending like he's about to get the ball, so the DB stays with him, doesn't turn around and try to make a play on field. So that just kind of speaks to his intelligence, but he's also just a naturally very good runner. This guy follows his blocks very well. He's also got great hands, pretty solid in the blitz pickup, so he'll definitely get more touches. I could see him and Breece Hall. Maybe it's like a 70-30 split here while Braelon Allen is out. But how about a guy that was on the Jets that actually played pretty damn well? He ran well during the preseason, that being Donovan Edwards from Michigan. Now, this guy was one of the best college running backs when he was back at Michigan, and he was a big reason why they won the Natty back in 2023. But I'll tell you what, Donovan Edwards, I'm shocked they actually chose Khalil Herbert over him, but they could still bring back Donovan Edwards. Now, I will say, he is on the Commanders practice squad, so if you are going to pick up any of these guys, they will be signed to the active roster. You can't just go practice squad to practice squad. It has to go from practice squad to the active roster. So Donovan Edwards, he was already signed with the Jets as a UDFA during the preseason. He was playing pretty well, and then he joined the Washington Commanders, which Commanders have some injuries as well, so he may have some intrigue to stay there. But, hey, if the Jets want him, you can go get him. And another guy they could go get, Frank Gore Jr., actually the son of the legend, Frank Gore. But I've always liked this guy. Watching a couple of Bills preseason games here and there over the last couple of years, I've always felt like he's ran well, and he is out there for the Jets to get him. He's just hanging out there on the Bills practice squad, so they could sign him if they really wanted to. But, this guy, very strong runner, just like his dad was back in the day. He will just put his head into you, run over a couple players, and he's just another solid choice. And plus, it would be nice to take him away from one of the AFC East teams. So keep your eyes out on him, but it would also be nice to take away this guy from another New York team. Dante, they call him Turbo Miller. Now, if you guys remember in that Week 2 preseason game, Dante Miller ran very, very well. I think he had over 70 yards on the ground against the Jets, and he's just hanging out on the Giants practice squad as well. He was a UDFA from South Carolina this past season, and this guy's got some juice, man. They don't call him Turbo for no reason. He has some juice with him. He's got some explosiveness. And again, maybe he's not like the running back that Khalil Herbert is, where he'll get the most out of every single carry. Dante's a home run hitter. It's either, some runs, you're going to be, driving yourself crazy the way he's running, but then sometimes he'll make a couple guys miss, take it to the house. So he is that type of juice, but those are just a couple of other names to keep your eyes out on. But besides Khalil Herbert, name a running back the Jets should bring in. Pick a player, drop that name down below in the comments section. If it's not Khalil Herbert, I'd honestly like to take a flyer on Dante Turbo Miller. But you guys, let me know your thoughts. Name a running back the Jets should bring in. Just drop that player's name down below. Alrighty, let's close today's show out talking about the Jets-Cowboys Week 5 matchup where the Jets need to get a win, and they can get a win if they do these 4 things. Now, number 1, by far, got to start fast. Got to start fast, and this could be where the Cowboys are most susceptible because the Cowboys right now, their first quarter point differential, they're minus 24 on the season. So they have had some slow starts, but also the Jets. It's not like they're any better. They're at minus 11 on the year. But if you can somehow start fast, keep yourself in this game. Don't let the Cowboys, get up 14-3 because then obviously the Jets, they want to stay committed to run. But when you get down 2 scores, the offense can kind of stall out because they really don't have a true passing game right now. And also the last 3 weeks, the Jets have been getting blasted off the rip. Like the Dolphins the Jets came into their building last week and the Dolphins got on them right away. And you guys also look at these charts right around the second half beginning. Jets have damn near less than 15% chance of winning all of these. Like, you got to start fast. They haven't been starting fast recently. And the Cowboys, even though they're 1-2-1, I still think they're a feisty, sneaky good football team. So, this isn't going to be a situation where it's like, all right, you got the Cowboys at home, worst defense in the league. We can just show up, get a win. The Jets are in no position to think about that, even if they had the Panthers at home. But the Cowboys, they're going to require the Jets to play some good football, and it starts with starting fast. And also, Fields, you have to take some chances down the field. And then maybe involves getting, your rookie Arian Smith more touches. I mean, I have yet to see just a rip-it, deep post, deep streak route to Arian Smith, and I don't know why. Justin Fields throws a great deep ball. And that's where the Cowboys, that's where you can beat them. Like, defensively, you guys go back and watch a tape of what Russell Wilson did to the Giants, or what Russell Wilson did to the Cowboys back in week 2. He was just uncorking at the Malik Neighbors. Well, you got a guy like Malik Neighbors and Garrett Wilson. So take some deep shots at him. Take some deep shots to your speedster, Arian Smith, who you sent a 4th-round pick on. Because I'll tell you what, if Justin Fields' week 5 passing chart, this is his week 4 passing chart, but if this is his week 5 passing chart, I'm going to be absolutely furious. Like, you cannot just take checkdowns to the running backs. You can't just take checkdowns to Mason Taylor. Like, those 2 green dots up there, that's Garrett Wilson attacking over the middle of the field. Get him more involved right there. Or, you finally connected on a deep shot over there. Like, just uncork the football. Like, Cowboys don't have a good defense. Like, you shouldn't be able to, you should be able to push the ball down the field. You can't stay committed to the run. So you got to take your chances in this game. And you also got to slow down Javonte Williams here. Like, the Jets have been gashed by running backs over the last couple weeks. James Cook running all over them. Bucky Irving, having a solid day. Like, even this past week, Achane, he had a good outing. Like, you got to slow down Javonte Williams, make the Cowboys one-dimensional. Because the Cowboys, they have a terrible defense. If you slow down the run game and you just literally say Dak Prescott goes Superman cape to beat us, which he very well could, but that's still better than the Cowboys, getting downhill on you, controlling the ball, controlling the tempo, make them one-dimensional, take away Javonte Williams in this run game. And also, how about you get your own run game going? How about you keep their offense off the field? Because, listen, this is one of the best passing attacks in the league. Now, obviously, I think some of the numbers are skewed a little bit since the Cowboys do get down pretty quickly in a lot of these games, but they're still a lethal passing attack. And that starts with Dak. Even with no CeeDee Lamb this week, George Pickens is still a hell of a wide receiver. So how about the Jets? Get some of these long sustaining drives, keep their offense off the field. A couple of 7-8 minute touchdown drives might be needed for the Jets to get a win this weekend. But if you do all these things and don't beat yourself, make some tackles, no penalties, you should be all right. But if you guys want to predict the score for me, get down in the comment section. Cowboys versus Jets. Get the Jets winning this one 31-30. But you guys let me know your thoughts down below. We'll see you guys next time. As always, go Jets.